say I'm missing out.
Cordero, stop downloading so much porn so we can record our video.
What porn? I was rendering the video.
I told you you're not supposed to download it.
You're not...
Okay, I've stopped doing it. Okay, there.
Okay, is your computer doing anything inappropriate right now?
No, would you like to see this thing? All I see is you and Dub Pro up.
Oh, ooh, Dev Pro. This is good. This is gonna be the best blooper ever. I had no fucks given. Like, so shall we start?
Yeah, what are we here for anyway?
Oh well, we're here for CyberKnight's masturbation problem.
So that's what it was. I knew something was going on. Everyone invites me to a call.
Just kidding, guys. This is not an intervention. So, I'm going to be talking about archetypes. I'm going to be talking about tunes, agents, and generic support. So, we'll let Mr. CyberKnight start with tunes and how they need support.
I want more tune support. There you go.
Why?
What
do you think they need?
I mean, I guess I don't really have too much, competitive, talk about it, but it's just like, it's everyone else is starting to get support now. Come on, give Toon some support. I mean, they just look so
Volcanic
cool.
got support.
Yeah, I mean, and they're doing yeah, and they're doing really well.
What do you think? A new Toon World that, lets you search for a Toon World or a Toon monster by discarding a card, a generic draw card that lets you discard one, search for or draw two. What do you think?
Did you have the Toon World out that you don't have to pay life points or something?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking more of, where you wouldn't have to pay as much life points and stuff, and it's something that could stay on the field a little bit easier too. Like a Toon World, because that's their main weakness. It's just Toon World.
Kind of like the Noble Knights, once per turn it can't be destroyed.
Yeah, something like that.
You think it would be better as a field spell or a continuous spell?
I was kind of thinking field spell.
Yeah, since we don't share field spells anymore, I think that's pretty good.
Least terraforming for it.
Yeah, gives you more search and everything for it too. And
what would be an idealistic monster?
Like a new Toon?
Yeah, a new Toon.
Red Eyes?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Toon Stratos, search for any Toon monster in your deck.
I think of like Elemental Hero Neos, since it's already got like the other version of it, the alias form of it. That'd be good.
So you're kind of just going through and doing malefic versions of them, turning them into...
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like a Toon Stardust Dragon.
Yeah.
Toon Malefic Stardust Dragon.
Or just print that Ancient Gear Golem. I think there was an episode in GX where Pegasus is on there and he used like an Ancient Gear Golem Toon. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, there was that. There was some other
stuff. They booked that 2-verse-1 duel. I remember that.
Yeah.
There was also that Doppelganger card or whatever it is.
I liked that card. Clone any card on the field and / graveyard.
What do you think about that? Do you think that'd be a good thing, CyberKnight?
Yeah, I think it could work. I mean, it just depends on... There's so many anime cards, you really have to think about how would they make them into,
They could just slap the text, you can only activate it when Toon World's on the field.
Yeah, that would probably be the way to kind of nerf it a little bit.
You would change MST so fast.
Well, I mean, MST is only like the only 3 cards in the game right now that actively destroy stuff. I mean, that everyone's maining. So, I mean, like, in a competitive sense, it wouldn't be that terrible. But, I mean, Volcanic's really good for one event. They've already been phased out by Necros.
And I hate that, too. I was hoping they'd do so much more.
Yeah, but, I mean, this is kind of what you get for, tier 1.5 archetypes entering into the field.
Yeah. Although I am glad to see ritual monsters do well. So, I don't know. How do I feel about this?
They can go back and hide and stuff. We don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
Continuing on with our discussion before certain people in the call have to be rude and interrupt us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, resuming our discussion with tunes and volcanics, because they kind of overlap. Honestly, if they get more support, do you think they'll be relevant for more than 1 or 2 events?
Yeah, I would think so.
It depends on the cards.
Volcanics, they did that great job, going undefeated day 1?
Yeah, but how much of the deck is actually volcanics, though? Like, what? 9 cards?
Wasn't his whole deck pretty much...
3 scatter shot.
Was he the one that played hands in his build?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. Never mind.
Yeah.
He had but it would have been nice to have, like, a new volcanic card, just like a shell or something, or a scatter shot.
Yeah, but honestly, though, like, I'll leave this question to you, CyberKnight. How much of the old Toon support would be relevant?
You might still use Toon World, and then I think all the tunes... It depends how good... If there is a better Toon World, you might just go with that and forget old Toon World.
I mean,
Let's see, what is there? Toon Cannon Soldier, Toon Mass Sorcerer,
Toon Gemini Elf will be...
Toon Gemini Elf will be good.
Mm-hmm.
No, how about this, though? The field spell also give you like a 500 attack boost.
200, yeah, that would be good. And then the monsters can attack the turn they're summoned would be a clause.
Well, the older tunes are still pretty good. I mean, like the Summon Skull and Blue Eyes, people could still use.
I would like the Toon Mass Sorcerer.
Toon Mermaid's so awful, though. So is Toon Blue Eyes, so is Toon Dark Magician Girl.
But it's Toon Blue Eyes.
So, but it still requires dual.
But he had the biceps in the episode that had a volcano on it.
My God.
Yeah. See?
Yo, that could be an equip card. The volcanic biceps for Toons or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Just combine them.
Hope you guys are listening.
So, how would you guys? How much support do you think we need on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, at least 10 cards.
Yeah, I have to agree.
So basically a complete overhaul.
Pretty much like a Burning Abyss type of thing. Like you get like 5 or 3 new cards a set.
All right. Well, I guess let's go talk about agents.
This deck needs to come back so much.
The only thing you guys are missing right now is Trishul, and you'll be at 100% power.
Well, we need Trish, but I want like more like archetype stuff. Now, people are going to get mad. I don't care. I'm basing this off. I know Pluto's not a planet, but the Sailor Moon is a planet. So we need Pluto, like a Pluto card, a Moon type of card, a Star card. Now I'm thinking card captors. And like a Galaxy type of card. Would be really good.
The Moon idea I like.
Yeah, because we have Hyperion's the sun, but we need like a moon.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like make it like a, I don't know, a Synchro, an Exceed, make Pluto or something an Exceed or something.
Huh. Actually, I never thought about doing anything with the moon. What do they need effect-wise, do you think?
Let's see, we'll see. Venus, special summon balls. Mars is dumb. More probably like a better Searcher or probably like a better Sanctuary.
So, revisiting the moon here. What if they just made like Pluto a card but allowed you to summon like kind of like, Mystic Giant Balls and stuff like that?
That'd be good, but summon agents instead.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's get really creative here. All right, so say Pluto has the effect, pay 500, special summon, a moon from your deck, but the moon has the clause on the turn it's special summoned, you can't use its effect, and then give it the effect of Lone Fire Blossom to distribute it for a agent monster. That way, you can special summon a couple of them from the deck, but you can't apply their effect on the turn that you summon them, so you're forced to XYZ them. That'd be a good way to balance.
Good. It should be a quick effect, so you can go on your opponent's turn.
That'd be too imbalanced. What are you thinking, CyberKnight?
I was thinking, I don't know, it would be kind of cool if somehow Hyperion worked with the Moon card. Kind of like how we have Sun and Moon Dragon already, but, made it a little better. Because that would kind of make sense, too, how they cycle. How you see the moon, then you see the sun?
Destroy, you bring out the Hyperion.
Yeah, and vice versa on that or something.
They could give Hyperion another, they could release another Hyperion. Like, I have noticed Yu-Gi-Oh! Tends to do this, where they'll re-release additional cards, basically the same thing, to build on the archetype and things like that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if they did do the moon and a new Hyperion, I think it would kind of work out. I mean, but the thing is, you can also go a little bit further into the archetype, because remember how the moon controls the water flow on Earth?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can get into more, climate effects and stuff like that for the impact of them. So
the moon, galaxy, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we need a new field spell.
What would your idealistic field spell be?
Let's see. We already what's it right now? All fairy type monsters can don't take battle damage or something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We would need something in the lines of maybe a power boost, or if they destroy a monster or something, or do some damage, you get to discard something or draw a card or search for another agent from your deck. Pretty much more recruiter status. Or build up counters or something. Then if you remove counters, you get to search for a Hyperion. You remove 5 certain counters or something.
Kind of like the Energy Training Grounds.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. And that could be like the Galaxy too, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense with them all together.
You could make a card called the Milky Way Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
That'd actually be kind of cool. There'd be some spicy stuff you could do with that. For each, one summon, put a counter on it, like Cordero said. I could definitely see that being good. All right, well, I guess we're going to voice our opinions on some generic cards as the last part of this discussion. This one's brought up by me. So guys, what generic imbalanced cards could they release in Yu-Gi-Oh? Kind of like the new Pot of Greederosity or whatever it is coming out soon.
You mean that trap card? The jar?
Yeah, that card is really good.
I like it.
What do you think else generic support-wise that we should get released? I mean, it can be anything good or bad. But, I mean, draw cards, we'll start with draw cards. Draw cards are always the big one. I mean...
I would love to see a new version of Card of Sanctity.
I think that'd be too powerful.
Patrick Coleman talked about it on Zodiac today.
I know, I saw he was talking about it, but I mean, he brings up a good point. You enter into if each player can play 3 copies of Card of Sanctity, you enter into a point in the game state now to where both players are going to try to play their hand and dedicate as much as they can to the board just to maximize the results. Mm-hmm. And you're also entering into a much faster format because each player can play 3 copies of that card as opposed to 1. And at that point in time, you have to ask yourself, you're basically changing the ebb and the flow of the game state. So I think a bunch of cards that we currently see in rotation would probably fall out of favor. You know? What are you thinking, guys?
I can see that. To be honest. It'd be nice to have, like, something like that where, like, make both players, you know, like you said with the Card of Sanctity, like, we can draw our cards out and actually have a good match instead of being, like, one side, like in the cloth. All they do is search all day where you're just sitting there, like, twiddling your thumbs.
CyberKnight, as more of a casual player, like, how would you feel about something like that? How would that play in your Noble deck? 3 cards that you draw until you have 6 cards in your hand.
You can draw all your Noble arms and just set the combo up.
That would help it out a lot, you know, because like I was saying, that's the flaw mainly with Noble Knights. You got to get the Noble arms, or you're just done, mainly. Yeah, I mean, that really would help out a lot of different decks, too. Having something like that. It seems like that's a flaw with a lot of things.
I think that there would have to be a stipulation that you could only activate the card if both players have 3 or less cards in their hand. Because it's not fair if you could play your entire hand turn 1, and then I go, I'll draw 6 cards while you draw 1 because, you know, you haven't got your turn yet.
What if it was like you had so many life points? Like you're under so many life points you could draw then, because that way it's kind of like, you know, how like a Destiny draw sort of thing like they talk about in the anime. You know, this is like your final shot to be able to do something.
Oh, that'd be good.
1,000 life points, or pay half your life points or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
draw specific card you need.
We need something to fill that judgment void for half them life points, so a draw card might be the right way to go about it.
I missed that card.
I mean, you also have to look at the repercussions of Exodia as well, about making such a powerful card. I mean, the ability to just set 5 +1 draw cards and then go, all right, I'm going to draw, you know, 4 more cards.
I'll be happy to have at least for like 3 months, like 6 cents.
That was a ridiculous point in the game's history.
And I made a video saying they would never do that. It's like a month before that, and then, oh, of course, here we go. 6 cents.
I was just happy I pulled one.
Same. I got one too.
Oh my gosh. How do you guys feel about Monster Reborn ever coming back as the generic Reborn card?
That can stay banned. I would love to see Premature Burial come back.
Premature is too broken with Hidden Armory.
Yeah.
They could limit him in our limit it down to 1.
Hidden Armory plus Snatch Steal in the same format with Premature Burial equals 3 Hidden Armory per deck.
Hey, looking like this, Snatch Steal don't need, I mean, Giant Trinity don't need to come back then.
No.
You know, so, CyberKnight, once again, like, how do you feel about generic revival cards?
I think Monster Reborn could come back. Of course, obviously, it helps out everything, but I don't know. You never know what Konami's going to do. It's so hard to even guess on a lot of that
Can't
stuff.
predict them anymore.
You just can't. I mean, Snatch Steal come back. I would have never guessed that, honestly.
I didn't see that coming, and it didn't even get reprinted besides in Battle Pack.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we have Dragons of Legend 2 rolling around the corner. Like, you know,
We don't have a release date for that yet.
We don't have a release date. We don't even know if it's confirmed to be a thing yet. But, I mean, let's be realistic here. We know we're going to get some kind of broken generic support in there, like Soul Charge.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Hopefully in July, because that's like the only month that we don't have none besides the crossover Soul Special Edition that they just on their site.
All right. Well, I guess, guys, final thoughts.
Konami, give us agent support.
When are we... I'm still wondering, too, talking about some of these banned cards, I wonder if we're going to get, you know, like happened with the OCG. We're going to see Chaos Emperor Dragon and all these come back, Ring of Destruction.
I would like those cards coming back with all those little nerf
We'll probably not get those until the October block when they do a core reprint of everything.
I honestly think, since you just said that, we might get some of these cards reprinted in Gold Series,
Yeah,
with the new card text and stuff on them.
That's the perfect time.
Wow. Could I also think Stratos might get a reprint, even though Stratos could come back, maybe, because it says hero cards.
Stratos should have already been back a long time ago, but
That's the only thing I can actually see coming back is Stratos next year.
Stratos has been power creeped 8 times over by now. He's such an irrelevant card at this point. It's so sad. I mean, like, I love Heroes to death, but, you know, Hero Stun is a deck, and Konami doesn't like stun decks, the way it seems.
Yeah.
And anti-meta gets butt-raped every list.
Well, too, and you said Return of the Bling. It kind of makes sense, too, since it is called Return. Maybe, possibly, we could see some of those cards come back. I mean, maybe there's kind of a
I would love
hint.
Dimension Fusion come back. But,
Okay.
all the banishing we do, Dimension Fusion would be nice.
So, okay, so we're going into the realm of the bling here. Of all of the cards that got the text change, which one is the most likely to be unbanned in the TCG?
Ring of Destruction.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I have
only
to
use it
agree.
on your opponent's turn, and some with the life points.
It's
It was.
you receive the damage before your opponent, so it doesn't tie games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you understand the card's still chainable, right?
Yeah. Only on your opponent's turn.
Yeah, but that's still ridiculous. We don't have very many chainable cards in the game at the moment. So I guess we're all in agreement. We all want Ring back.
I would love Chaos Emperor back.
I think Chaos Emperor will be the one
We got
that will.
hit traps. We got Baylor.
Oh my god, you guys are crazy.
We still
That
have
ain't-
Black Luster.
Hey, we got Black Luster, and now Black Luster can be played in the cloths.
Black Luster's so lackluster. Like, let's be real here.
But
See
now
what
he
you did
can be
there.
played in the rich and the blue deck. You know, he could always be played in the blue deck.
Everything is blue now.
Ugh.
All right, well, I guess we're going to wrap this up before we go too much further off of the trail of experimentation here.
We should do this like a weekly thing.
Oh my gosh, it'd be fun. All right, guys, leave a comment down below. Like this video if this is something you'd like to see more often. And, well, I guess I'm out. Thanks for watching.
See you guys later.
See ya. Hope you guys have enjoyed my latest video. Be sure to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, as well as check out my other 2 channels, CyberKnight Games for Let's Plays, and also CyberKnight CCG for Card Fight Vanguard openings. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.